Darren loved his son more than anything in the world. Jaden was all he had left after his wife, Emily, passed away from cancer 2 years ago. Life had been tough. Darren worked long hours at his corporate job, but no matter how tired he was, he always made time for Jaden. He cooked for him, helped him with his homework, and read him bedtime stories every night. People around him, his family, his friends, even his co-workers, kept telling him the same thing. You need to find someone, Darren. A woman who can help you raise Jaden. You can't do this alone forever. Darren always brushed it off. He didn't need anyone. He was managing just fine. But then he met Lisa. It was at an office event. Lisa was breathtaking. Long dark hair, bright green eyes, a smile that could light up a room. They talked all night, and it felt easy. She laughed at his jokes. She listened when he spoke about Jaden. And for the first time in years, Darren felt something he thought had died with Emily. Hope. They started seeing each other more often. She was kind, sweet, and full of life. Darren found himself falling fast, and when he introduced her to Jaden a few weeks later, she seemed perfect. She hugged Jaden warmly, asked him about his favorite games, and even brought him a toy car as a gift. But Jaden didn't seem happy. That night, as Darren tucked him into bed, Jaden whispered, "I don't like her, Daddy." Darren sighed. "Why not, buddy?" Jaden shrugged. "I don't know. I just don't." Darren chuckled. "Give her a chance, okay? She's really nice." Jaden didn't answer. A few months later, Lisa moved in. That was when things changed. When Darren was home, Lisa was wonderful. She made breakfast, helped Jaden with homework, and even took him to the park. But when they were alone, she became someone else entirely. She would slap Jaden for the smallest things, spilling a drink, forgetting to say thank you, or even looking at her the wrong way. She would shout at him, telling him he was a spoiled brat, that he was nothing but a burden. She made him do all the chores. He cleaned the floors, washed the dishes, even scrubbed the bathroom while she sat on the couch watching TV. One night she ran him a bath, but instead of warm water, it smelled strange, strong, bleach. Lisa grabbed a rough scrubbing brush and began scrubbing his arms, his legs, his back. "You're so filthy," she hissed. "I need to clean all this dirt off you." Jaden cried. His skin burned. "Shut up," Lisa snapped, pressing the brush harder against his skin. "If you tell your father, he won't believe you." That night, Jaden lay in bed, his skin raw and red, his heart pounding. "Daddy, she's hurting me," Jaden tried to tell Darren. "Daddy, Lisa is mean to me." Darren frowned. "What do you mean?" "She shouts at me, she hits me, she—" Before he could finish, Lisa walked into the room. "Jaden, why are you lying?" Her voice was soft, sad. "I've done nothing but love you." "He's lying, Darren," she continued. "He doesn't want me here. He wants it to be just you and him forever." Darren sighed. "Jaden, you can't say things like that. Lisa loves you. She takes care of you." Jaden's eyes filled with tears. "But that's enough." Darren's voice was firm. "Go to your room." Jaden left, his heart breaking. Lisa smiled. She had won. For almost a year, Jaden lived in fear. Lisa's punishments got worse. She starved him sometimes, locked him in his room for hours, pinched his arms until they bruised. No one believed him until one night. Darren came home early from work, earlier than Lisa expected. As he walked through the door, he heard crying. Jaden's crying. His heart pounded as he rushed toward the sound. What he saw made his blood run cold. Lisa stood over Jaden, a belt in her hand. Jaden was curled up on the floor, his arms over his head, his small body trembling. "Lisa," Darren's voice was deadly quiet. Lisa froze. Darren's hands clenched into fists. "What the hell are you doing?" Lisa stammered. He was being rude." "Get out." Lisa flinched. "Darren, please, I said get out." His voice shook the walls. Lisa ran. Darren dropped to his knees and pulled Jaden into his arms. "I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry." Jaden sobbed into his father's chest. Darren held him tightly, guilt crushing him. He had failed his son. He had let a monster into their home, but never again, never again.